Hi Lindy's Fun, it's Abby. Welcome to the Service Series. As you all probably know, our school has a pretty cool recording studio called Germinate Records. But as you also know, COVID-19's influence is ever at the moment. But I had to sit down and chat with record engineer Mr. Brett Canning to ask how Germinate Records has been innovating during this time and what the community can do to help. Thank you, Mr. Canning, for joining us today. So
Welcome.
you work at Germinate Records. So I was wondering how that fits in with our service learning program.
Thanks, Abby. Thanks for having me. It fits in rather well, actually. So Germinate Records is obviously run out of the Lindisfarne recording studio. And we've had some great success, particularly last year. We ran an event for Are You OK Day, which was a community choir sing-along. We got Victoria Jacobs from the Glee Club Choir in Melbourne to come up. And we had that really great night at MArts. And the students were heavily involved in the organisation of that, the planning, which there was a lot of planning and a lot of organising. And on the night, they were really instrumental in making it run smoothly. It was a really valuable experience for everybody, myself included, in bringing the community together to get a rally around a really important issue and raise some money and raise some awareness. And we got some fantastic things out of it. We had Livin, who are the organisation on the Gold Coast, who really focus on well-being and mental health and suicide prevention. We had a lady called Anne Ricketts come to the Are You OK event, and she had a really sad story about her son who passed away, but she put us in touch with Livin, who ended up coming to the school earlier this year to do a presentation to our Year 12s on mental health and well-being, which was really well received. So it's really great to be able to be part of the service learning program, because it brings in students who wouldn't necessarily come to the recording studio. So for example, this year in our first session, which was actually not that long ago, we had a group of students come along and I got them involved in when we were planning our Harmony Day anti-bullying No Way Day assembly. We had a student poem and a couple of recording projects in the works for that. And one of them was the student poem by Heidi Chaffee, who had this remarkable poem that was published in the Gazette last year, I believe. And so we put a soundscape around that, and we got the service learning students in to record themselves marching and doing all kind of other studio-based activities in that first session, working towards the goal of Bullying No Way Day, which obviously the assembly didn't take place, but we've actually forged ahead with the project, and we'll be checking back in with the service learning group whenever we can.
And obviously it is a lot harder at the moment for all areas of school with what's going on and the lack of like human connection, kind of like face to face and everything. How has the recording studio been involved in starting up new projects or ideas to help with what's currently going on?
We have a couple of projects. I have one on the go right now, which is essentially I put a call out to student musicians and to professional musicians that I know to record themselves for a couple of minutes performing a song and doing some well wishing for with the goal to have a video package that will go out to aged care centres. So that's been a project that I put out the call late last week. I've got some phenomenal responses. I've got some really great professional musicians who've come to the party. I have just a great recording from country singer and golden guitar winner, multiple golden guitar winner, Darren Coggan, who's probably not well known in the popular sense, but in the country scene, he's really well known. And he and his daughter, Olivia, I think she's in Year 12, also recorded Rainbow Connection for us. Josh Cunningham from the band The Waifs has told me that he's going to do one for us, and I'm expecting that any minute. We also have some really great student entries from all areas across the school. So we've got some fantastic videos from Year 5s all the way through to Year 12s. So the goal of that project is just to let people in aged care centres know that they're not alone, and just give them some kind of entertainment, because in a lot of those places, they'll have a regular schedule of people coming in to engage with them, to do morning melodies or talk to them or put on a magic show or something. And they can't do that at the moment. So a lot of those people are just confined to their room a lot of the time. So the beauty of this project is that it can be played to the individual in their room, or if they're able to practice social distancing, which I know that some facilities are big enough to do that, then they can kind of all get together and watch it. So that's one project. There's another really exciting project in the works, which is much, 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 much bigger. I'm not sure how much I can talk about it, but it's in short a project that will be a collaborative effort between quite a few schools around the world. So stay tuned for that.
We'll have to watch this space then.
Yes, very much so.
And in terms of opportunities, I know that fellow Year 12 student Chelsea Redman has recently released a song, and that Germinate Records had a hand in helping her with that. How can the community in this time get behind someone like Chelsea, who I guess the normal ways of promoting music have kind of gone out the window, I guess, with COVID-19 and everything. So is there a way that we can build awareness in the community, both of Chelsea and of the project that you're doing?
Yeah, it's interesting because obviously no one can perform music in the world anywhere at the moment. And so the industry's moved online for now. And there's a lot of really great house concerts going on where people are streaming, like festivals actually, where people are streaming in from their homes at a given time. With Chelsea's music, we're really fortunate and unfortunate. Fortunate in that a lot of people are looking for for content to look at online. Unfortunate in that we can't do a live performance or get her on a support slot or a support tour for a band that might be coming through. But that's okay. How people can get behind it is they can go to YouTube, to our Germinate Records YouTube channel, search for the song Throw Some Dice by Chelsea Valerie with an A, Valara. And they can go to any digital platform like Spotify or Apple Music and listen to it a lot, subscribe to it, add it to your playlist, and get behind it as much as possible. Share it. Yeah, that's really what we can do for that at the moment. There are some other I before this happened, I was working on 4 or 5 other songs for other students, and we do have some really talented younger students in the school who are capable of producing their own work. So the way the studio works is the students come to me with the song, and I produce, or the record label works as well as I produce that and release it. But yeah, there's still 4 or 5 other songs that are in the works. The process is slower now because obviously there's a lot we can't do. But if we just stay the course and stay with it, I'll be aiming to put some more music out in the coming months as well. So yeah, Germinate Records has a website, www.germinaterecords.com, and the YouTube channel and the Instagram at Germinate Records.
Well, thank you for your time, Mr. Canning, and we'll be putting the links for both Chelsea's music and Germinate Records along with this post.